Middays with Shaliza on 105.9 The Region.
That's right. You're listening to 105.9 The Region at 12:14. I'm Shaliza Bacchus. Hope you're enjoying your Friday. And we are back now with another Summer Artist Spotlight series. And joining me now is Daniel Monte and his entire band. Hey, guys. What's going on?
Hello. We're good. How are you doing?
Good. Thank you so much for joining me. All right. Why don't you all introduce yourselves? Come a little closer to the mics. Don't be shy.
Okay.
Don't be shy.
So I guess I'll start. I'm Daniel Monte. I'm the lead singer. I am the primary songwriter, and I'm violinist and keyboardist of the band.
All right.
So I'm Flavio. I play synthesizers for the band.
Come on in.
I'm Antonio. I play guitar, backing vocals, help write some of the songs, and produce the albums.
All right.
I'm Victor. I play bass and backing vocals.
All right. It's lovely to meet all of you. And all right, it's been a few years since you last visited us. You were here a few years ago, which is pre-COVID.
Right pre-COVID.
Before
literally,
COVID.
I think it was 2020 in January
Yeah,
or something,
it
February. So it was
feels-
right before.
It feels like such a different world, doesn't it?
Well, it is a different world.
So, okay, let's give everybody a little bit of a backstory. For those of our listeners who aren't familiar with you guys, tell us about what you do, your musical style, how you got started, all of it.
Okay, so our musical style, let's start there. We kind of came to some, a unanimous decision that our genre, we're calling it orchestral pop rock.
Okay.
Because it's kind of a fusion thing. I come from a classical background with playing the violin and playing a lot of that kind of, classical repertoire. So that is kind of fused within this rock kind of sound, right? And okay, a little bit of the story of 2020, we released Familiar, was our first album. And we were super excited to start touring it and start, playing it around. And then COVID happened, right? So we're like, okay, well, let's change gears a little bit. And realistically, this is like version 2 of the band in the sense that we've really grown into our sound. The sound that we're cultivating, we've kind of grown into it more and more. And this next album that we're releasing, Now Part 1, is that kind of, second version, or the newest, the refined version of what we were, and we're super excited about that.
And I feel like that makes a lot of sense. I feel like a lot of artists right now are in their version 2, because there was a pre-COVID version and a post-pandemic version, right?
But I think every artist, I'm expecting a version 3 and a version 4. I think we're just going to continue to develop and continue to grow and kind of expand into new ideas and soundscapes, right? So I think it's just a natural process, and I think every artist goes through that.
Yeah. For sure. You're always creating, always recreating, always rebranding, always finding new ways to look at yourself, which I love. And what are you up to now? And tell us about this song, Play Your Cards Right.
Sure. So Play Your Cards Right is the first track off of the album Now Part 1, which is being released in 2 days, July 23rd. Yeah, so in 2 days it's going to be released. So actually this is an exclusive,
Yeah, you heard it here first.
Yeah. So, and Play Your Cards Right, what that song is about, it's essentially, everybody in their lives experiences some sort of, decision-making process, right? There's a lot of choices, and as you get older, those choices have a little bit more weight to it. And I can't help but feel, and I think I'm not alone in this when I say it, uncertainty exists in all these choices, no matter what it is. Like buying a house, there's so much uncertainty there. There's so much uncertainty with every choice. And that's what the song is about. It's almost like everything's a gamble in a sense. It could be, an educated gamble, but it's a gamble. And do you know what? It's just part of life. And that's what this song, Play Your Cards Right, is about.
Continuing our Summer Artist Spotlight series, still continuing our conversations with Daniel Monte and his band. How you doing, guys?
Good. Very good.
Good. It's so exciting to have you guys here. We just, about half an hour ago, played your song, Play Your Cards Right, which is your newest release. You've got an album coming out this weekend. Tell us a little bit more about the album.
Okay, so this album, basically a lot of this album reflects over the concepts of living in the moment, and how sometimes we forget to do so. Forget to do so, and there's some things about life that we kind of have to face and accept, so that we can move forward and be happier, right? So yeah, it's kind of a little bit of a journey of a listen, right? It's very eclectic. It's got a lot of rock things, but it's also got a lot of folk moments and ballad moments, instrumental neoclassical moments. So yeah, it's definitely a fun time, and it was more of a collaborative effort for this album. And I don't know if you guys want to even talk a little bit about what this album is and what you kind of see in it.
Well, I mean, the album is, the best way I can describe it is it's very epic. It's very epic, and it's like Daniel said, there's a lot of really awesome rock elements in there, and it was a lot of fun to do. I mean, we started doing this over COVID, and it kind of started like, hey, let's get together in somebody's backyard, like from 6 feet away, and so we would do that often, or we'd be on Zoom, and we'd try to like be writing on Zoom, and so it took a long time to get it together because we were obviously everybody fighting about a million different obstacles, COVID, distance, all this stuff. And so the really satisfying thing is by the end of it now, this album's going to come out and we're really proud of it. We're really excited about it. And we think that there's a whole demographic of future Daniel Monte fans out there who are really going to dig this album. All
right. And we're trying to reach out to them right now, which is exciting. And we are going to have a live performance from you guys coming up live on our Instagram. So make sure you're following us at 1059 The Region. You've also got a show this weekend on Sunday at the Vaughan City Playhouse, which is cool. Yes. And you heard it here first. We're going to have a couple tickets to give away. So make sure you're following us on Instagram at 1059 The Region. Make sure you are tuned in to the boys' live performance because that will give you your chance to win tickets. So we will tell you more about that coming up. But tell us about the performance, how it was planning the show, and what we can expect from the show. Oh, I feel like there's a story coming on.
I mean, we are independent artists, right? So we don't really have external help. So a lot of the, the busy work and all the, the preparation, the organization falls on our, in our hands. Mm-hmm. It is a lot to put on the show, especially a theater show. A lot of, paperwork you got to fill out, a lot of, arranging, because we also got strings joining us. So I had to arrange all the strings and score it all out so that they can follow along. And then it was, stage, like we're still
building the set.
Building the set.
Yeah, we're not done yet.
We're still not done.
It's
like,
you find yourself
it'll be a surprise for the show.
Well,
but we have built some really cool things. We've dressed this stage up. It's going to be really cool.
Well, the way I like to see it, it's not a true show unless you're doing everything last minute.
Right. Oh, yeah, like we're running around like crazy. Just like, get that video done, get that done, go.
You learn to embrace that part of the process.
It is fun. I will say I'm actually having fun setting it up, even though it's extremely stressful.
I go to bed at night, I hear in my Daniel Monte show, I'm like, oh my God. It's like, oh my God.
But it is a good time. I'm definitely happy we're doing it, and I would do it again, and we will do it again.
Yes, we'll do it again. I'm excited for more shows to come from you guys, and if people want to get tickets, where can they go?
So they can go, actually, if you, like a simple Google search, Daniel Monte City Playhouse Theater, it's through their box office, so you'll just go right onto their website. It's there, it's easy to find, and you can get them right off the website.
Well, there you go. And like I said, we are going to have a couple tickets to give away during our live session with the guys who are going to be playing in our updated studio space right here at 1059 The Region, which is super exciting. We're super excited for you guys. And what's next for you guys after this album? Are there going to be more shows, more music?
Oh, yeah. We already have the next year or so kind of planned out. We do have lots more shows coming up. We're doing a couple festival things, like we're doing Jazz Fest actually, like next week.
Yeah, and Jazz Fest, use the term loosely. It's more like the music festival down at the beaches. But yeah, we will be there July 27, 28, 29. You can catch us rocking out on the street. With instruments, obviously, not just on the street. And then we will be August 19 at the Vaughan International Music Festival in, I believe it's Transit Square, where the Vaughan Metro station is.
And in terms of new music coming out, the album that we're releasing is now part 1, so that does mean there's a now part 2, and that's already been in the works. We're almost ready for the recording process of that. So lots of exciting stuff coming up within the next, couple weeks, really.
Amazing. It was so great to check in with you guys. And once again, stay tuned to our Instagram page at 1059 The Region for a live performance, a chance to win some tickets. Thank you so much, you guys, for joining us.
Thank you.
Let's get ready for this performance.
Consciousness comes with a loaded gun. Nothing in this life can be undone. Fire away or drop the gun and run. Seems that life moves faster than light. True friends get closer, the days get fuller. Seems that life has more things inside, more inside. Hold your mother's hands and sing a song. Forget the past and all the acts of wrong. Need not to worry, together we are strong. The days get shorter, seems that life moves faster than light. True friends get closer, the days get fuller. Seems that life has more things inside, more inside.